Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Tea by Millspouse Conversations. How's everyone doing this lovely Wednesday afternoon or evening? It's evening time. Y'all see how dark it is outside here? Y'all, it is dark. It's dark. But that's okay. That's okay. It's almost my bedtime, but I'm going to stay awake. I'm going to stay awake and talk with y'all tonight about BAH. Are y'all ready to really dig into this whole BAH fiasco? Let's talk about it, y'all. Okay. But before we begin, I do want to introduce myself to you. I am Sybil, the owner here at Millspouse Conversations, where we're all about bringing you conversation, community, and fun. Yes, honey, yes. This is our lovely, diverse panel of military spouses. We're not just talking about making a difference in the military spouse community. We are actively doing it. Yes, y'all. We showing up, doing the work. Let me tell you how we're able to do what we do. It is because of our fabulous, amazing sponsor, USAA. Everybody, drop some hearts in the comments for USAA, showing us some love and supporting us here at Millspouse Conversations to bring the conversation, community, and fun to you. Yes, you saw me earlier today, Facebook user. I can't see your name, but yeah, you saw me earlier today. I hopped on and did a live after I woke up from a nap. Y'all, I was sleepy. All right, conversation starters, are y'all ready? Ladies, hello.
Hey, I'm ready.
How you doing, girl?
I'm good. It's cold where I am, though. It's still cold.
It's cold.
I am bundled up.
What's the temperature?
It is now like 45 and raining, so I'm just cold.
Yeah, you keep that. You keep that weather. I don't want that.
No.
It's like 70 something here today.
Oh, nice.
A little breezy.
Yeah.
A little hazy, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. Nikita! Wake up. Wake up.
Oh.
You're muted.
I said I am awake.
With your Care Bears on.
I love that.
My Care Bears.
Who's your favorite Care Bear?
All of them.
I loved the Care Bears and My Little Ponies.
And Charmkins and Barbies. Well, I didn't play with Barbies.
Charmkins.
Did y'all have the little puff stickers?
Yes.
Oh, man. Those are the best.
I loved stickers too.
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and get into our topic because y'all know we have the gift of gab. The three of us, we are the talkers of the conversation starter. So let's go ahead and get right on in to our topic. Our first question, audience, let's see if you know this. And you can phone a friend or ask a conversation starter. What does BAH stand for? What does that acronym stand for? Drop it in the comments. Okay, no answer. Conversation starters. What does BAH stand for?
bachelor assisted housing.
Oh, I thought it stood for basic.
Basic.
That whatever. Oh, wait,
Am I totally wrong?
You're right.
That's why
I guess
I should have answered first.
I thought it stood for basic allowance for
Basic
housing.
allowance housing.
For housing.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding.
Which one?
Basic allowance for housing.
Because you bachelors don't really, unless you're a certain rank, you don't get the.
I think I'm confusing it with something else.
Maybe the rooms they stay in.
I'm
On the base.
like, I don't know where you got that bachelor.
I
I was like, what? Huh? I was maybe like I didn't know all this time.
don't know. I'll have to think, where did I get that from?
Anna, where did you get that from?
I think a lot of people also miss what the B stands for as a basic, like, you know, the floor, like the basic. You know what I mean? It's not like the grand
Right.
allowance
You have
for
a
housing.
roof
It's
over
called
your
basic
head.
for a reason.
Right. It gives you a
The
roof
bare
over your
minimum
head.
you need to get a house.
Basic
in that
appliances. Yes. You get the basics, the
In
roof,
the market
the
you
door,
are in.
and the floor.
In the
That's
market
in
you are
your-
in. And
The
that means
roof,
that
the door, and
if
the
you're in Virginia and the housing market is set at one price, someone in New York will get a housing allowance of a different set at a different price. If you live in one zip code and another person lives in another zip code, you'll get a different amount. Like that's just basic to live in that code.
And that actually answers the second part of that question. How is BAH determined? How is the amount that you receive determined? You said some of it, but let's go ahead and expand on that. So does an E5 and an O2 have the same BAH?
It depends on how many years the E5 has been in, how many years the O2 has been in, how much, time is set. Like it's a lot that goes into it. Sometimes, how many kids does the one family have? Is it a single O2 or does it have family? Like, it's not real simple.
Yeah, it's not cut and dry. But what you said about it depending on where you're located and it being your basic needs. Basics. So do you think BAH is enough? The allowance. Do you feel that the amount is enough to find a decent home?
I think that does depend on where you are, but I don't think it catches up quick enough to inflation, personally.
Yeah, but it's a government allowance, and that's how the government works.
Yeah. Slow.
Because you're basically getting a subsidy, like people who are on government, who get government subsidies and support. It's the same system, so they're never really quite in step with the.
Yeah.
But nothing is really, if you think about it, everything's kind of behind. Like right now, the inflation is behind the actual cause of the inflation. Then when inflation stops, it'll be behind the actual easing of inflation. Like you can never be quite,
Isn't it? Right. Because it's like one side has to move in order for the left side has to move, either increase or decrease for the right side to determine, right? It's like on a scale. And it's always going to be that seesaw with the receiver being the lower end of the seesaw.
Unless you owe them some money. Let them overpay you some BAH. They take it right away. They don't even play. They're not like, let us give you some time to catch up with the economic indicators. No, we'll be taking that back now. Thank you.
Yep. Super quick.
Yes, I know. Super duper quick.
You get the phone call or the email and the draft. The same time, you're like,
plan,
hey,
though.
what were you doing? Like
If
that.
you need a plan, though, then you could go and get set up on a plan. You say, hey, we're gonna starve if you start taking this. They'll set you on an incremented, where they take it out of every check.
Mm.
But they're going to take their money.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to go tell them. You can't just sit there. They'll take it.
All right, so let me ask you ladies this question. Y'all, I cannot see my screen. Let me put my glasses on. Viewers, tell us your thoughts of BAH. Do you think it's enough? Are you able to find a home in your area that meets your BAH amount? That's the question for y'all too. Do y'all struggle finding a house to meet your needs, not your wants, but your needs?
I did when we were enlisted, but no, not really. But I don't get big houses either. I usually get apartments. So I only have one kid. So. And it'd be better to answer that than me. I'm like a bachelor.
No, the only place we had a hard time was over in Washington State, and that's because we wanted to live on the island that was above the base where we were going to be, and it was harder to find housing there. I think and then where we are now, it's such a large area, but things go quickly. Like I'm in Northern Virginia, and it goes so quickly. But no, I mean, I think there's always stuff. It just depends on, hey, is that in the exact area I want to live in, and that's the other thing. Because it'll fit your needs, but it might not be in the area or in the school district that you want to be in. So.
And look, I'm gonna just Anna, if you want to move in Northern Virginia, my house will be available this summer. Just saying.
Okay. In Lorton, yeah.
In Lorton, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Near Fort Belvoir, any Fort Belvoir folks, if you.
Yeah, you got to start posting that in our Facebook pages.
I have a property manager for that.
Oh, good.
I'm like, get on your job. No, that's what I did text that. I was like, our tenants are moving. Get on your job.
Yeah.
Show.
I'm sure you'll have no problem filling it.
We need a tenant. It has a full basement. Full finished basement. Look, I'm giving a plug for anyone who may be looking for a house. All right, what did Angela say? I cannot see y'all.
You're like, with your glasses, without your glasses. I don't know what you're doing.
I can't see. Oh, what did she say?
Considering it's not intended to cover 100% and it is the government, I think it's okay. Sometimes it needs to be higher in certain areas. The government is not going to fund your stainless steel appliances, granite countertops, more bedrooms than people, etc. It won't pay for what I want, but it certainly helps. We've always paid extra out of pocket.
Yes, the stainless steel appliances and the granite countertops. Now, I see that posted a lot in Facebook groups where people are talking about the BAH, and they're talking about and usually it's military housing, and they're talking about not having stainless steel appliances or granite countertops. But I'm like, it's basic living. And I also feel that BAH in military housing, although you do not get to pocket any of that money, whatever your BAH is, they take the full amount.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't even see it. But we lived in military housing in San Diego. We looked out in town.
Yeah, that's a hard area.
Homes that we wanted, that I wanted, they were still small, but it was like going to be $2,000 over our BAH. Yeah. And that was for me to get all the bells and whistles. Okay, living in military housing, they took our full BAH. But guess what? I had maintenance. Something broke, maintenance. Didn't pay utilities. It was perfectly fine for me. Take all of my BAH.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't have to pay utilities. Didn't have to cut the grass, the front yard. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
It's fine, except for like I don't like those appliances. They do need to upgrade the appliances. They don't need to put granite countertops and all that. And they do need to, like, they have refrigerators in some of those bases from the 1960s and 70s.
Girl,
Swear
shut
that
up.
my parents had not my parents.
You
My
said
family members.
1970.
My family members had those appliances in the 80s. The same ones. Like, you open it, you're like, oh my God, this looks like my auntie's refrigerator. They do need to upgrade the appliances. That is something that needs to be done. Like, some admiral's wife needs to walk through there and be like, wait a minute. This
Hello,
needs to be upgraded, because hers would probably upgraded. Hi.
how you doing? How you doing?
Hi, Shanita. I'm Nashita.
That's what I was thinking of. Shanita, Nashita. All right.
People call me
No,
Shanita.
I
My grandma used to call me Shanita because she couldn't say my name.
I'm going to call you Shanita tomorrow. Shanita. All right. Real quick, let's take a quick commercial break, and then we will be back with our street tea with Nashita. All right. 1 second.
I like that. Oh, she left.
Nashita, this is your segment. Okay, look. Bye, Nashita. Anna, go for it. Your segment.
My segment is self-care. So I've been talking about what that is and how you can do it. But I wanted to focus this week on what is the opposite of self-care, and that would be self-neglect. So if you have a lack of self-care, if you are neglecting your, like, obvious things, like you're neglecting your personal hygiene, your just inability to care for yourself. Now, this is the extreme, and maybe we don't all have that extreme. And I think you would know if you did have the extreme, or you would notice if someone else close to you had that extreme. But let's say it's not quite that extreme. Just try to take a notice of, where am I neglecting my self-care? Am I not, showering as often as I should? Am I wearing the same clothes for a couple of days in a row? We've all been guilty of that. How do you,
Wait a minute. Let me go make sure. Let me go see if I still have on the same underwear from Monday. Hold on.
Okay, we all really need to know that. I don't know, Monday. Oh my gosh, that's like 2 days. But things like that. It could also be, what's your house looking like? Have you vacuumed? Like any kind of basic things. Like, we're talking about basic, allowance for housing. What about your basic needs? And make sure that you're taking care of that. Take a inventory of that and see where you can kind of tidy that up and care for yourself a little bit. Maybe put on makeup one day, even if you're not going somewhere. Put on, and it could just be lipstick. Just put something on. Do your hair a little bit one day. Do something to start making you feel better. It does help.
Anna, hold on. I have my.
She's looking for her mascara. No, what do you got? Your daughters took it, guaranteed.
I always would keep my mascara and the lipstick.
Yeah.
That I got from you right here on my desk.
Yep. I got my lipstick. A nice lip gloss, although this one's not bold enough. If you really want a nice pep, you've got to do a nice something bold, or something, your favorite color or something like that.
Well, I'll just use
We'll take it. It's tinted.
Oh.
There you go. Your satin lips. Yep. That does a good job. It brings out the
lip balm.
Yeah.
Ever in my whole life had. This is the best lip balm. Like,
it is.
It literally, I don't know. It's just the best. Like
It
somebody
is.
recommended the Kale. What is that? The one by Jack Black. This.
Yeah, satin lips.
Every other brand. No.
Yeah.
You gotta
Steve
get.
Harvey has a whole segment on it about how good it is, the satin lips. Yeah, it's got shea butter in it. My dog knows. Jurgen says, yup.
Oh. He's like, Mom. Oh, I want to pause and give a shout out to our resource sponsor, Make Me Awesome.
Yay.
Make me awesome. Make me feel good. Help me get my workout on. Y'all didn't like my song?
I do.
What? Why y'all looking at me like that? You don't like my singing, Nashida? Nashida.
She went mute.
You know what, Nashida? Bye.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all know I'll kick her off. But no, check out Make Me Awesome at www.makeme-awesome.com. And yo, there is now a baby awesome.
I know.
Oh, congratulations.
And yes, Anna, because y'all, Make Me Awesome was on the show last year.
It's been a while. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe our first year. And Anna was making a lot of assumptions about. I'm like, oh, no, we were never together. That was a little weird, Anna. Just a little.
And it's funny.
We're gonna go ahead and go into Nishida's.
Y'all. Yeah,
What?
my AC was making some weird noise. I had to go turn it off.
Oh,
It just came out of nowhere. I was like, no.
Okay, let's go ahead and get to Nishida's segment, and then we will come back and finish talking about BAH. Go ahead, girlfriend.
Okay, so I was in Barnes & Noble, and this was the cover on the Time magazine at the counter. And I was wondering, like, people really should tell everyone that marriage is a science. It's not just that part where you get married. It's not the wedding. It's all the stuff after the wedding and like what you do to maintain your relationship when it's broken, when you guys do not like each other, but you still love each other, but you seriously would throw them out the window if you could get away with it. Like, you know what I mean? Those times. And what's the science that goes into building and maintaining a relationship? So many people will just quit because it's hard. It's really hard. Or they'll start looking outside of the marriage for a lot of things. So I was just wondering, what's the, for everybody who watches the show, what is the science that goes into your marriage? What do you do to maintain it, keep it healthy? It actually just keep it going, because it's not going to be healthy all the time. It's like anything else. You know what I mean? So what do you do, Anna?
So we started going out on dates because we just got out of living off of a flight schedule kind of lifestyle, and we're not in that this time around. So we've started going on dates and just trying to. He tries to get home earlier. We do things together, like go to the gym. Just try to be together when you can. In those times that you can, when your duty allows it.
That's cool. Like, yeah, we started going on dates too when our son was about 4. We realized that we weren't really seeing each other like that. It had been a long time. Like 4 years is a long time to just be, because for me it was just dedicated to our son, and then for him it was dedicated to the military. He's gone all the time. Even when he was on shore duty, he worked a lot. Like, I hear people saying, oh, I want to be an officer's spouse. Get ready, because you're going to start sounding like those women who have like husbands who are CEOs and they're never home. They're like, you're never home, you're never here. Like, for us, it was a part of our science, because I actually do well and I thrive alone. But for so many couples, it could be a real, nail in the coffin, that just being gone all the time, constantly out. My husband was always on the ships. After that, always, picking sea duties so he could make rank and all that kind of stuff that goes into that. But for us, it was more of a blessing than a curse that he was gone all the time. But for a lot of people, it's not.
Yeah, they went on dates too.
Yeah, they went on dates too. We enrolled our son in this swim school, and the swim school would have a party like once a month, and we would make our date night the party night because you drop them off there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go out to some cute little quaint fancy restaurant, and then we come back and pick them up. And yeah. You have more. How many kids do you have, Anna?
2. So Sybil definitely has more than me. Yeah, we have 2, but I feel like they just got out of that stage where we've got to be there with them all the time.
You muted. Sybil.
She's got one more.
because I was over here coughing earlier. But Anna, why you say it like that?
Well, I just meant you just have one more than me, but she has 3. I have 2.
It gets harder the more you have. There's levels to the kid game.
Yeah.
It gets harder the more you have. I stopped at 1, not on purpose, but kind of like life was like, girl, you don't need to be nobody's mama. Sit down somewhere.
Yeah. It's hard to get out until they're old enough to really, we just got to that place a couple of years ago where they could be home by themselves. So.
Nah, I got a sitter.
Yeah.
I was like, look, I need my me time and I need my date time, because I was like, look, if I'm not happy, then my husband's not happy and the children will not be happy.
Yeah.
And I think the secret to our marriage, the science of our marriage, has been date night. Even, sometimes that's not even leaving the house. That's just us in the house, spending time together. And we have a no shop rule in our house.
What's that?
We ain't talking about work.
Oh, I talk about whatever my husband wants to talk about. I'm his confidant. You can tell me all about it. It'll never leave this room. You want to talk about work, baby?
Sometimes
you want to talk about whatever.
There are times we talk about work, but I'm like, you know what? No, this is about us. This time is for us.
But then we run out of stuff to talk about. I know I ain't did nothing all day with these kids in this house. I ain't talking about that. I don't care about, did you fix this? I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
And then what else is there to talk? Like, don't you run out of stuff to talk about? What are y'all talking about?
No, I don't.
Oh, sorry.
Do I look like I've run out of things to talk about?
Yeah. Are you just the one talking?
Look, my husband is quiet. So that relationship works out great. He's just
my husband's really quiet too.
Yes, your husband is. Because I will speak to him and I remember when we first met and I was like, hello. I would speak every time I saw him in the parking lot when we were in Japan.
Yeah. He's that neighbor that like, hey, how you doing? That's him thinking in the car.
That's it.
Because he's always on his way to work or some meeting or the gym. He's always going somewhere. It's hard to catch him when he's just got a minute to stand and talk. It's difficult. And he'll stop and talk, but a lot of times he's on his way somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's quiet. I think I mostly talk to him about like stuff I saw on the internet today, like stuff like some sort of social topic that I saw. I was like, let me tell you what I saw today. Or did you hear what, or some old rapper that we used to listen to pops up.
Angela, really?
You bring out the talk in Angela's husband?
No. He brings it out of me.
We believe you, Angela. Nobody has to prompt Zilla to talk. So I believe Angela.
If I'm not talking, then something's wrong. Y'all, why do I have 2 bottles of water and a cup of water?
Maybe you're thirsty.
Mm-hmm. So,
Anna, what do you and your husband talk a lot? Do you talk more than him, or does he?
No,
talk
he talks more than me.
Does
Yeah.
he?
And then if I don't talk back, he worries that I'm like not interested or something. And I'm like, no, I'm actually more of the quiet one. If someone else is more of a talker, I'll kind of sit back and let you talk. And, you know, I'll interject and say things, but not as much. So, but I'm like you, I'm like, I'll run out of things to talk about, you know, like what are you going to, you know?
But that's only if we're talking about like us. That's what I was just trying to get that out of simple. Like when you said this is about us and during your time, like what do you mean by that?
we're just talking maybe about something on TV, the news. We talk about the news a lot.
Now, I don't watch the news, but yeah, I understand that.
Yeah,
You're talking about what you think about things?
Yeah, or some movie, because my husband, he finds the most ridiculous movies. And then he wants to talk about, I'm like, dude, I do not want to discuss this movie. But
yeah, my husband picks all the shows. I don't really pick them. That's my way of getting him to talk about the show.
Yeah.
Because I don't care. I don't care what we watch. So if he picks it, he's more likely to talk, because I'm going to talk about it anyways, because I'm going to find something in there like, oh my gosh, and what about this? We even watch the novellas. And so we watch historical pieces and we'll turn the subtitles on because of the, you know, the language is different from straight English, and my husband speaks Spanish first and then English. So we turn the subtitles on for him and I speak English first and then Spanish. So then he turns the subtitles on for me, and I'm in those. At first I was like, are you gonna watch your novellas? Are you watching your soap opera? And I was just gonna make fun of him, but then I got caught up, y'all. I was like, now what she did, now was that whose husband is that? Like, and I'm in it and he's like, but he's more quiet than me. He's like, you know. So I sit there. I've learned to sit there and just watch. Then afterward I'm just, what about this? What about that?
Yeah.
So.
And okay, and look, I'll just go ahead and say it, because we are tiptoeing around this part of the science of marriage. You got to keep it hot.
Oh, I was like, what happened?
I knew what she was getting at. Yeah.
I'm slow.
Yeah, you are. See, look, wait, because y'all got me on one episode. I am not going there with y'all this time.
I don't know. I've always been kind of spicy, so that's not really I never think about it. It's just something.
But that's the science of marriage. Like, that's what keeps the love strong. Like,
yeah. I don't know. It's just, we don't see each other a lot, so. Look, crickets. So we either make the most of it or we don't. Like, oh shoot, time went by. See you when you get back. Or we made the most of this time. It's one or the other. It's never in between.
Okay, let's go ahead and start to wrap this up. Anna, do you have information about our newsletter? Let me get my
you got to subscribe to it on our website, right? And you will get it on Monday. And
no. Well, not necessarily on Mondays.
Okay.
I am trying to get it out on Monday.
Okay. You'll get it sometime during the week, and it will be filled with all sorts of good information that you won't get elsewhere.
And that's 3.
Yes, and I will drop the link here for you to sign up. And with our newsletter, we do have special giveaways within our newsletter. So don't miss them. Mm-hmm. And also, we have a monthly birthday gift card giveaway. Every month, we want to celebrate your birthday with you by giving you a nice, lovely Amazon gift card. And it's easy. You just have to like the post, leave a comment. It's really easy. We make the post on Facebook, on our Facebook page and our Instagram page. And then we do a drawing every month. Y'all just be tardy to the party. Mm-hmm.
Now,
Nashida.
inside the newsletter, don't you? What?
No, what? What about the newsletter?
I was gonna say, don't you have like deals and like specials you could click on in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's some good deals in there. I think I used one or two.
Or 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. Some good
Yeah.
specials, some good deals. Yeah, you should check it out.
Check it out. And Nashida, what's going on the 27th after the tea?
Oh, we're just gonna be chatting and answering questions with each other. If y'all want to check that out, y'all should come by and ask questions or drop them in the comments so we can answer your questions about whatever you want to talk about.
Now, that is going to be the conversation. So we're going to leave here and go into the conversation, which is our Zoom room, our tea room, the private, or what, you want to do it live?
I just thought it was live. Whatever you want to do, I don't care.
Oh, no, I was like, we're going to do this private. So registration will be launching soon. That will be in our newsletter as well as all of our social media accounts. Sign up, come in and chat with us. Just hang out. It'll be lunchtime for you folks in America. No holes in my socks today. Just come sit back and relax. Because this is how I show up. But usually with the hole in my sock.
Yeah.
No holes today.
How can you deal with that hole? My toe keeps slipping through it. It would drive me crazy.
Girl, I don't know why I like holes in my sock. It's just something about having the hole in the heel. I like it in the heel of my sock.
Huh.
Interesting.
Well, you know, I save money on my socks from buying socks to put toward the BAH.
I knew you. Yeah, I was thinking that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's a jokey joke.
It really is. And you ain't gonna make it to those granite countertops. That much.
It's a jokey joke. Hey, it's a jokey joke. All right, folks. Do you have anything else, Anna, Nashida? Nothing. I will also share this real quick. Y'all, I need to go to sleep. I've been sleeping till like 2 p.m. every day.
Wow.
All week.
Nice.
I was on a 3-day rager. And the Formula One race took me out.
I bet.
I was like, shoot, I'm too old for this.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm trying to find, I'm looking at my banners over here and I cannot see them. Old age. All right. Want to give a quick shout out to our Buy Me a Coffee supporters, Pamela R., Addie W., and Angela B. Thank you so much for your generous supportation. And Miss Pamela R., she has somehow found my mailing address and sent another kind, lovely check. Thank you, Miss Pamela. Thanks for the support. We love it. We appreciate it. And I am trying to find, y'all, why can I not see? I am struggling tonight. Why are you looking like that, Nashida? Help me find this.
We can't see it either. It's not up on our screen.
Yeah, no, it's on the back end of the admin side.
What you doing after this, Anna?
What am I doing?
Yeah, it's lunchtime, right?
Yeah. I should probably eat something.
You were eating something earlier when you got on.
It was just a snack. I haven't actually had lunch yet.
Was it nuts?
It was not butter.
Nut butter.
It had almond butter in it.
I need to get more nuts.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So
make sure you eat.
If you love the show and you want to support, you can make a supportation at Buy Me a Coffee as well. So www.buymeacoffee.com/MillSpouseConvos, or just go to our website, millspouseconversations.com. Buy us a coffee. Show your support.
I would like a coffee. I haven't had a coffee in a while. Like, yo.
Oh, every morning. Gotta have one.
No, Anna, you haven't had a coffee either. Not the coffee we're talking about. I'm talking about buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee. I want a coffee.
Look, I'm like, what kind of coffee you talking about?
The one you were talking about. People buy you a coffee.
I was like, what coffee you talking about? All right, ladies, thank you. And we will be back next week. Same time. Same. Yes. And we're going to be having a conversation about life. So first and third Wednesday, military focus. But as you see, we veered way off of that. But that's okay. Second and fourth Thursday, you never know what we're going to talk about. Because we're wild and free.
Wild and crazy.
What you get. It's true. Okay, Anna, here, I'm going to turn on some music for you to jam out. Go ahead, Anna.
I can kind of hear it. Not really, though. There we go.
Yeah, Anna.
I'm not the one with the moves.
What's those moves, Anna? What's those moves?
You were listening to Raw Bass one day.
Oh, that's like my favorite. That's my favorite dance song. I got to be in a crowd, though.
You know what? At your next conversation, at the next event in DC,
we'll be busting it. Yep.
Our events are fun, y'all. Our virtual events are fun, and our in-person events are fun. So don't be tardy to the party. We have 4 events happening in Bahrain. Anna's going to do 2 in DC. Grace will have one in Texas. And I might be doing a pop-up in Tennessee.
Nice.
This summer.
Nice.
Because I'm coming to America. All right. Have a good night or good day, whatever time it is. And remember, your BAH is basic allowance for housing. It's going to be different based on your location, based on your dependents, based on your rank. There's just, and it's, all right. Good night. Thank you for watching. Let your family and friends know about MillSpouse Conversations. Hey, we are real. We are relatable. We're a little all over the place sometimes. But hey, this is, if you're sitting having a real conversation with someone face to face, the conversation flows how the conversation flows. And that's what we're all about here at MillSpouse Conversations. We love conversation, community, and fun. So be sure to check us out. Join us every week right here. Toodaloo.